Hear thee, hear thee. It is time for me to advertise my Patreon, patreon.com/Matthew Donald. There you can find bonus content for Paleobites, where we discuss pop culture featuring prehistoric animals rather than just prehistoric animals themselves. And this month we're talking about walking with cavemen. Another one of those walking with, but it's not really affiliated with the other walking with, like dinosaurs, monsters, and beasts, but it's its own little thing, and yeah, it's alright. Thank you for your support, and have a good day! I'm slapping my belly!
Roar, growl, snarl, bellow.
Welcome to Paleobites, the podcast whose only trace fossils are its carbon footprints. My name is Matthew Donald, and each week I and a rotating series of guest co-hosts talk about and rate adjacent prehistoric animal, be it dinosaur, mammal, arthropod, and so on. This week joining me on one more bite-sized episode, but this is their first bite-sized episode. The other two have been with Stephen Curro. It's Alan Brooks. How are you?
I am doing good. How are you?
I'm doing good. So, these bite-sized episodes, we've done two so far. We've done one on this crab that's named after the band Nightwish that my friend Steven likes. So
I actually like it too, so...
Oh, okay. I'll send you a link to that one. It's Tanadromates Nightwishium, it's like the name of it. It's like a 10-minute episode.
Oh, wow. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Oh, the artwork I did for it is pretty good because I since we don't really have a picture of it, it's just a generic crab. What I did
It's
for...
a crab. There's legitimately a term for underwater
carcinization.
arthropods. Carcinization, yes.
Yes,
of
where they
things
become...
getting turned, basically transforming into crab shapes.
Right.
And it's like...
It's
yeah,
crazy.
it's like there's going to be hundreds of pseudo-crab things or crab-shaped things all over the place. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Here, hold on. I'm going to send you a link to this. Boop, boop. There you go. On the Discord where we're talking here because you're all the way in Idaho right now, or Washington. You're Washington, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Washington. That's right. You're only in Idaho when you're in school.
Yeah.
Look at that picture.
Ha! Okay. I love that.
Photoshop there for that. So, yeah.
That is clever. Okay, yes. So what are we doing our bite-sized episode about today?
Okay, this is
kept it a mystery, so I'm having to ask him.
I've kept it a mystery because you'll find this funny. I know you will. All right, we're talking about, and this is not a joke. I swear this is not a joke. We are talking about Tyrannasaurus Rex. The way he's looking
This
at me.
is a joke, right?
No, it's not a joke. We're talking about Tyrannasaurus Rex. Type, it is a Hybosauridae Calyptra, a group of beetles that includes some modern-day scarabs. Size, I can't seem to find it, even though its body was trapped in amber. Let's say beetle size. I think it's a safe bet. Diet, it was an omnivore. Time, early Miocene, 20 to 14 million years ago. The way Alan is looking at me, listeners, is so funny.
It's an expression that, quite frankly, says to him, I'm sending you a firecracker through the mail next time I get a chance.
Here,
or something.
Yeah.
So wait, there's a Tyrannosaurus Rex that's actually a beetle.
Here, I'm going to send you this
serious?
to the Discord. Okay.
Tyrannosaurus Rex. Okay.
Tyrannasaurus Rex. Location, Dominican Republic. Described in 2001. Pop culture appearances. A whole load of pranks and jokes about this thing. Featured the mighty T-Rex. I'm actually referring to this thing.
Yeah.
And by the way, the way they got around this is that it actually, the saurus there, so you can see it's spelled a little bit differently. It means hump, because of the humpback sort of the thing. So it means... So Tyrannosaurus Rex means tyrannical hump king. That sounds so bad. For the sake of a joke, it's like this beetle was not only it was a catfish. It's like I'm Tyrannosaurus Rex, and even though it's good and bad, it's a tyrannical hump king. But it's like it's the way Alan's looking.
I'm looking at this thing and I'm like, oh my gosh.
Bask in the glory of Tyrannosaurus Rex.
So it's a beetle from...
the Miocene, which is 20 to 14 million years ago. So in the Dominican Republic, let's see if there was a fossil that was found in amber resin.
Jurassic Park, anyone?
Yes, it was an amber resin of the prehistoric tree Hymenia proteria.
Mentioning about the tree is also extinct.
Yes, it is.
What do you think that thing looked like, the extinct tree? Because the
It's,
beetle looks like
it's-
a beetle.
Well, it's a leguminous tree, the probable ancestor of present-day Hymenia. So Hymenia species are alive today. Hymenia species. It's a group of plants in the family, 14 luminous species. Plants are hard to say. You can't just say, trees or flowers. Well, they all kind of can do the same thing. It's just how they're related to each other has nothing really to do with how they look like. Because multiple different plants, like a tree, is not a family of plants. It's just a type of way plants grow.
It's a shape of a tree.
Yeah, a shape of a plant. So this looks like. Let's see. I don't know if here, I'll send you a link to this one too. This handy dandy Discord. Here we go. This is the modern version of the plant.
Hymenea. Okay.
Yeah. So they found some amber. The amber is from this tree.
Which amber is basically fossilized resin.
Resin, yes. So in my beaver game that I like to play, Timberborn, you collect resin from pine trees, and you can use it to, instead of chopping down the pine trees, you collect the resin and use it to create strengthened planks, or whatever the term is for wood. I don't know. It's fun. Anyways, Tyrannasaurus rex, in terms of the beetle, it had 9 segmented antennae, which, it's less than the other Hybosaurids group of beetles from the West Indies.
Okay.
The thing about beetles is there are so many of them. There are so many of them. Like, in terms of species of
biomass,
I think
eusocial animals completely overwhelm them, but by diversity, beetles are the biggest chunk of the insect arthropod
I think
group.
I've heard something like, out of all forms of life classified, 3/5 of them are beetles. Like,
wow,
it's crazy. Like, why are there so many beetles? There's not that much difference.
That is crazy.
Between all of them. All right, so it was named after Tyrannasaurus rex, the carnivorous dinosaur. Others discoverers provide etymology for the name, meaning the word base of the word Hybosaurus, the type of genus of the family Hybosauria, which the species belong, which is another group of beetles. So you can write this out as T Rex, and it could still mean the beetle. So this is a great joke of an animal, isn't it? Let's rate it 1 out of 65 million in this bite-sized episode. I'm rating it.
It's a beetle. I can't rate it that far. I mean, it's literally getting by primarily on its name.
The troll factor is why I'm giving it some points, but even that, I don't think you get much higher than 20 million. Because it's not like
I agree with you on that.
It's just a beetle, man. Like,
it's just a beetle. Beetles may be diverse, but they aren't. But unless not many of them are all that diverse as far as shape goes. Some are, but most are.
Why are there so many species of beetle? I don't know why there's so many species that they all look the same. I don't know. But look, I'm no entomologist, and I have no interest in that field, so I can't say.
Yep, I got nothing else to say.
All right, so yes, 20 million for me. What are you rating it?
I was going to say about 15 million because
even that seems a little generous.
Learning about it, so it is getting punished for your nonsense.
Of course. I mean, again, I said I was not joking when I said we're talking about Tyrannosaurus Rex. In case you're wondering, the actual Tyrannosaurus dinosaur episode was episode 100. But
oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, it's a big one. Actually, this is payback because not payback. Well, let's start with payback. You did a first batch of Paleobites episodes when we first started, and you were at home with me because you came to visit me. This was right before COVID. You and I watched Dragon Prince together. Remember that time?
I do remember that.
First starting the show, yeah. And then we haven't recorded anything since because I haven't figured out how to use Discord. So because of that, you were the only co-host to miss out on the T-Rex 100th episode special, which brought in all the other co-hosts to do bits. And you were the only one. So consider this payback.
Yep, I can agree with that. All
right, well, that's it for this week. If you want to get a little show, and contact me at palebytespod@gmail.com. At palebytespod on Twitter and palebytespodcast on Instagram, TikTok, and everywhere, all the other social media stuff. You can find me at Mastodon Creator on Facebook and Mastodon64 on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. And that's it for this week. It's the end of every episode of Paleobites. Bite-sized episode. Blah, blah, blah. Trump. Anyways. All right. T-Rex. Anyways, bye.
It is a T-Rex. Gosh.
I love this show.